right, Prime Minister Narendra Modi in Kashmir. First time after abrogation of Article 370. These are live visuals that are coming in off the Prime Minister. But I'm going to take you through Pooja Shali speaking to the excited crowds, the BJP Carter particularly at the venue. Their excitement indeed unmatched. Modi's visit certainly boosts and uplifts the BJP Carter on ground J&K.
बारामूला से आए हैं,
आंडीपुरा से, अलग-अलग जगह, खुशी आए हैं।
खुशी है।
क्या चाहते हैं प्रधानमंत्री
नरेंद्र मोदी जी हमारे
हमारी खुशनसीबी है, हमारा सौभाग्य है कि आज कई बरस के बाद माननीय प्रधानमंत्री
Prime Minister Modi on stage. She's there at the Bakshi Stadium, finally arrived. It's touted to have nearly 2 lakh people who are in attendance. Prime Minister Modi spotted in Kashmir for the first time. I'm going to stress, right after abrogation of Article 370, which the BJP faced huge opposition to. It's now been 5 years since the abrogation, and here you have the Prime Minister for the first time arriving in Kashmir's Bakshi Stadium. He's going to be speaking to a crowd of nearly 2 lakh people who've gathered from far and wide of Jammu and Kashmir to listen to the Prime Minister. He's there right ahead of Lok Sabha election. Of course, the BJP hopes to boost its prospects for Lok Sabha in southern part of Kashmir, while also laying developmental projects, foundation to that, with nearly 6,400 crores that's been promised for Kashmir. Strict security arrangements has been deployed. In fact, that entire area around Bakshi Stadium, nearly 2 kilometers surrounding, has been declared as a temporary red zone. You have private schools in fact that have been shut for today. Exams have been postponed for this event to be facilitated without interruption. Of course, safety is primary, and Kashmir hardly ever sees a gathering of this kind. The crowds there, swelling crowds, to be part of Prime Minister Modi's event.
ऑलमोस्ट 10 साल बाद आ रहे हैं। 2015 में आए थे और बहुत ही अलग कश्मीर था तब। 2019 में स्पेशल स्टेटस हटा दिया गया। फिर जब अब आए हैं 2024 में, तो एक कॉन्फिडेंस के साथ आ रहे हैं कि मैंने जो वायदे किए थे वो काफी हद तक पूरे हो गए हैं। खुद देखिए, लोग मोबाइल पे चाहे फोटोज खींच रहे हैं, ये मोमेंट कैप्चर करना चाह रहे हैं। काफी लोग आपको बताएंगे कि ये कश्मीर में पहले सोचना भी मुश्किल था कि कोई तिरंगा लेकर हाथ में खड़ा होगा और वो कॉन्फिडेंस वो चेहरे के साथ वो दिखाएगा। देखिए, खुद देख लीजिए, ये लोग जो हैं काफी भाजपा से जुड़े हैं जरूर, लेकिन काफी लोग देखिए याद रखें हैं तो ये कश्मीर से ही, और ये वो एक चांस देना चाह रहे हैं भाजपा को और प्रधानमंत्री नरेंद्र मोदी को। अभी कुछ ही देर में प्रधानमंत्री बात करेंगे, और सिर्फ देखिए पॉलिटिक्स की बात नहीं है, राजनीति का तो मेंशन होगा, लेकिन हजरत बल श्राइन रेनोवेट हो रहा है, और भी यहाँ टूरिज्म को लेकर फोकस होगा और लोकल यूथ को लेकर फोकस रहेगा। बैक टू यू।
The focus is going to be towards upliftment of the youth. Some of the promises that is expected to be made by the Prime Minister as part of his 6,400 crore projects that he is going to be laying down for Kashmir. As he addresses this public meeting, we are hoping to hear a bunch of them directed towards tourism, agriculture and upliftment of the youth largely. Of course, Kashmir, we know, is a Muslim majority region. We know an event of this kind with huge gathering is almost a never seen before affair. For the first time, at least after abrogation of Article 370, this kind of gathering that's been scheduled, Prime Minister Modi visiting the place, also gives a kind of confidence to the people of Kashmir that they are safe. Pooja rightly said a little earlier, at one point, flashing or wielding the national flag on the streets of Kashmir would have been frowned upon, or at least it wasn't as safe to do so. But here you have the crowds, many of them flashing the tricolor with great pride. It's for the Prime Minister's event in Bakshi Stadium. He's likely to speak in just a few minutes. In fact, we know that people from across Jammu and Kashmir, it's an opportunity for them that, to visit Kashmir at this point, Bakshi Stadium, to hear the Prime Minister. But we hear that many of them across Jammu and Kashmir in buses have made their way to Srinagar, where this event is precisely happening in Bakshi Stadium, to listen to the Prime Minister. So it's basically a boost and a confidence that people now have that moving around and about Kashmir areas in large numbers is a safe affair. There's security, of course, huge security that's been deployed with CCTV surveillance and areas around Bakshi Stadium that's been hugely barricaded. So automatically that confidence among people that they're in safe hands.
एक इनिशिएटिव जरूर लिया गया है और उसमें लोगों का सपोर्ट है. ये सिर्फ फोर्स से नहीं होता. लोगों का अप्रूवल था जब लोगों ने देखा कि जब पूरे देश में, पूरे संसार में एक तरह से शांति है, क्यों कश्मीर में रोजाना जब बच्चे बाहर निकले तो ये भी नहीं पता होता था कि बच्चे वापस आ पाएंगे या नहीं. अभी
as you know, experiences of Kashmiri Pandits largely, and even Muslim families who were basically collateral damage for decades. Many innocent Kashmiris there who had to bear the brunt of Pakistan-sponsored terrorism at the border areas, where we see that people there lived largely in fear. Today, an event of this magnitude, where they're drawing crowds of nearly 2 lakh people, is certainly a big boost for the people of Kashmir, for their economy. Whatever be the political turn or the results when it comes to elections, but the fact that an event of this nature happening itself shows a big plus in terms of safety, progress towards a better economy, a safer Kashmir. In fact, we know this has come with fair share of politics, as opposition parties there condemning the Modi government. I'm going to cut across to Pooja Shali, who's at the Bakshi Stadium, for more on that. Pooja, if you can hear me, Prime Minister Modi there, what's really the spirit of the crowds? Could you bring us some voices?
All right, so Nabila, as you can hear, these cheers that you see behind me, they're listening now to the Lieutenant Governor, Manoj Sinha. And you know, the waving of the hands that they are doing, it's primarily, you know, how many of them can really be forced? And, you know, there are, and I apologize to the viewers because there are, of course, audio issues here. But if I can, you know, while they are listening to the Lieutenant Governor, Sachin, if you can stay here, I will just get in one word from the प्रधानमंत्री स्टेज पे बैठे हैं अब, तो ये माहौल कैसा है, इसका सपोर्ट बताएं जो बाकी कश्मीर से बाहर.
जब प्राइम मिनिस्टर नरेंद्र मोदी जी ने यहाँ तशरीफ रखा, ये पूरा कैमन बहुत खड़े से अच्छे तरीके से वेलकम किया. अब लेफ्टिनेंट गवर्नर साहब जो बोल रहे हैं, हमें क्या,
कहाँ से?
बारामूला उड़ी से.
उड़ी
से LOC उड़ी से आता है मैम.
यहाँ पे है एक खुशी का माहौल, कैसे?
बहुत खुशी का माहौल है. अब लोगों ने चाहते हैं लोग अब की बार बात बीजेपी सरकार, क्योंकि जो गठबंधन है इसको हमने तोड़ना है और हिंदुस्तान से भगाना है.
पूरा रेडी होके आए हैं सूट पहन के, बड़ा दिन कह सकते हैं कश्मीर के.
मैम हम तो कल सुबह 10 बजे के वहाँ से निकले हैं. कल 10 बजे से हमें निकाला गया है और हम रात को आके जीरो ब्रिज पे रुके हैं. उड़ी से 3000 लोग लेके हम यहाँ
खुद से आए हैं, खुशी से आए.
देखो मैम, हम खुद से आए और मोदी जी का शुक्रिया अदा करने, कुछ मांगने नहीं आए. आज हम इनको देखने आए और शुक्रिया अदा करने, जो ये 9 सालों में कर पाए और कांग्रेस ने 70 साल में नहीं करके दिखाया. अब ये जो कहते हैं जो लीडर बन के अब वो तोड़ना चाहते हैं, हम तोड़ने नहीं देंगे.
So there is a certain confidence, and you know, it's very interesting. It's a fair question. Why did Prime Minister Modi not come after 2015? Why almost after 10 years? Perhaps Prime Minister wanted to come himself when there was a certain confidence that he can talk about the changes that have happened. And there was a lot of risk involved. This could have completely gone on the other side with more bloodshed, more protest. But perhaps the people realized that this movement deserves a chance. And now it is up to the people and up to the government to get together and ensure that Kashmir, Srinagar becomes a world-class city. It's a smart city project that has been announced.